We are 2 weeks away from the next Red Dead Online news wire from Rockstar, unless they surprise us between now and then, which I highly doubt. We'll have most likely on June 7th, 2022, the June 2022 newswire come out, which will be yet most likely another monthly event for Red Dead Online, which asks the question, are we heading towards a cruel summer in Red Dead Online? By the way, I did ask you all a question in my community tab poll. Will Red Dead Online receive a summer update? By the way, thank you to everybody that liked the poll, voted in the poll, as well as your comments. We have 57% of you voted no. 33%, a bit more in the middle, kind of optimistic, hoping for an update. They voted maybe. And 10% of you voted yes, that Red Dead Online will receive a summer update. That is a pretty grim outcome when it comes to the poll. There's still 10% of the Red Dead Online community, if you go by this poll, that holds out hope that Red Dead Online will be saved. And 33% are on the fence. They're like, maybe there's always a chance, but maybe there's not. But as of right now, if we go by this poll, 57% of those who voted said no. Once again, thank you to everybody that took the time to vote in my poll. So the last so-called update that we received in Red Dead Online was the Blood Money update, July 13th, 2021. It featured new stranger missions revolved around Capitale, which was the fourth currency they added to Red Dead Online. First we had cash, gold, then roll tokens, now Capitale. Along with the new Blood Money stranger missions, there was crime contracts as well as Blood Money opportunities, and call to arms survivals were also added, featuring 5 regular call to arms, and during the Halloween season, All Hallows call to arms, as well as holiday call to arms around December. We also received the Quick Draw Club, which was basically Outlaw Pass 6 chopped up into 4 mini passes, and the final pass that we received at this point was Halloween Pass 2. Then in November 2021, the monthly events for Red Dead Online began. A year ago, it was weekly events in Red Dead Online, very similar to GTA Online. Then there was a time period where they went bi-weekly, meaning every 2 weeks they were doing a new event in Red Dead Online, but then they moved it from 2 weeks to monthly events. So that's what we've been having ever since November. So November 2021, December 2021, then January, February, April, May, and most likely June 2022. That's what we've had so far in Red Dead Online. Hashtag Save Red Dead Online trended for months, but no response from Rockstar when it came to the fate or future of Red Dead Online. The Take-Two quarterly earnings call last week featured an interview with Strauss Zelnick prior to the quarterly earnings call with IGN, now an infamous interview, because it gave the Red Dead Online community some temporary hope regarding Red Dead Online. He said this, quote unquote, I heard the frustration from the hashtag Save Red Dead Online community. It's flattering that they want more content, and more will be said by Rockstar in due time. Take-Two would later clarify that this was solely referring to the online servers, i.e. the peer-to-peer servers for Red Dead Online, not supporting Red Dead Online with future content or updates long-term. Any future content updates is up to Rockstar Games. Legally, technically, are Rockstar Games and Take-Two two separate companies? Yes. However, Take-Two is the publisher and parent company of Rockstar Games. They bought Rockstar Games back in the 2000s. CEO Strauss Zelnick of Take-Two often speaks publicly on behalf of Rockstar Games, not Sam Houser. Therefore, it's easy for one to deduce that Take-Two, under Strauss Zelnick, not Rockstar Games, ultimately determines whether Red Dead Online gets future updates, content, or not. So now here we are, 2 weeks away from June 7th, 2022. This is when we're most likely going to get the June 2022 monthly event for Red Dead Online. A year ago, around the summer of 2021, we had an update teased by Rockstar Games. as well as some new horse races added in May 2021. And this was once again back when we were still getting weekly events. Then in June 2021, about a year ago, Red Dead Online's next update was officially teased. And then about a month later, in July, the Blood Money update came out. The June 2022 Newswire will either announce the summer 2022 update. However, if there's still silence from Rockstar when the monthly June 2022 Newswire comes out in 2 weeks from now, which I will cover, there will most likely be no summer update or content for Red Dead Online. In other words, it'll be just another monthly event for June, then July, and August. So that's what we can expect for the next several months if we have no information at all regarding a potential summer update within, say, 2 weeks from now. Going all the way to October, and by October, they will probably reintroduce the Halloween-themed modes and All Hallows Call to Arms. Even if we don't get a summer 2022 update, is there still the possibility that we might get a December fall 2022 update? It's possible, but chances are, once again, maybe the only thing we get in Red Dead Online in December in the holiday season is those holiday call to arms, as well as the return of the snow. For the record, as somebody who's been playing Red Dead Online since the beta over 3 years ago, I want Red Dead Online to be turned around by Rockstar. I want it to succeed because I've seen the potential in this game for many years now. It's still a beautiful open world experience, and for new players, clearly offers a lot. But for veteran players that have already maxed out the roles, the legendary bounties, legendary animals, have plenty of cash and gold and capitale, there's nothing to show for it because our stalls are maxed out. We have 10 stable stalls just like we did at the launch of the beta. We can't sell our horses for any sort of discount towards the next horse purchase. In fact, the last quote-unquote new horses that were added to Red Dead Online were the newer Turkmens, and I think that was back in December 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Also bear in mind that it's been basically almost 2 years since the last role was added to Red Dead Online, the Naturalist role, featuring Harriet along with Gus and the legendary animals. And one thing I advocated for many months ago was for, at the very least, Rockstar to do some quality of life fixes and improvements to Red Dead Online. Some things that have been requested by the community for quite a while now, along with content from Red Dead Redemption 2 Story Mode. And for more information about that, feel free and check out my previous ideas videos. I'll link them below in the description section. But we have to go by the facts and the numbers and the way things have been going for the past year. As I pointed out, it was once weekly events where we got new horse races, and we did get an update of sorts nearly a year ago with Blood Money, which was teased almost a year ago, coming up in early June 2022. At this point, we've had nothing but monthly event after monthly event from November 2021. No new passes, no new horses, no new roles, no properties, and no sign of any future content or updates from Rockstar Games. They're not the best at communicating. Most of us are fully aware of this, but hashtag Save Red Dead Online has been advocating for some sort of response from Rockstar Games for many months now. The first month, it trended quite well, but it did teeter off over the past several months, and yet, once again, monthly event after monthly event has gone by with still no word as to the future of Red Dead Online from Rockstar Games. The only thing that we got was obviously that infamous interview from Strauss Zelnick by IGN a week ago, which gave us some false hope temporarily until Take-Two came back and clarified once again that they were referring to the online servers, not content or updates for Red Dead Online. It's about allocating or reallocating their resources, their devs, to working on other projects, such as GTA 6 or the next GTA game, whatever it's going to be called. GTA Online obviously still makes them tons of money in shark card sales, 165 million copies sold of GTA 5 since 2013, along with now the standalone version of GTA Online for PS5, Xbox Series. And I believe that they probably have some devs working with Grove Street Games for additional title updates for GTA Trilogy Defective Edition, because the smartphone release of the GTA Trilogy has been pushed back apparently to spring 2023. So if they're planning on launching the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition on iPhone, Droid, that means that they want to do additional fixes and improvements to the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, i.e. future title updates across all platforms. That is a very real possibility, especially because of the obvious delay of the smartphone versions of GTA Trilogy. To them, Red Dead Online clearly is not their priority anymore. That's just a sad reality that most of us have come to expect when it comes to the future of Red Dead Online, especially the summer. If Rockstar does not give us at least a tease or an announcement regarding their plans summer 2022 for Red Dead Online, i.e. a new update, new content, then it's going to be a very cruel summer for Red Dead Online fans indeed. In my opinion, the only reason why Rockstar and Take-Two, or Take-Two Games, whatever you wish to call them, has not come forward at this point to communicate with not only the Red Dead Online fan base, but also with gamers in general, and tell everyone that they intend to no longer update or support Red Dead Online, is because there's obviously still some sales that are happening on a daily, weekly basis in Red Dead Online, such as gold bar sales and perhaps even standalone sales for Red Dead Online. At this point, it may not be a lot of money for Take-Two and Rockstar compared to Shark Card sales and Milked Edition sales of GTA 5 and Online. However, money is money in the eyes of Take-Two and Rockstar, and they're not really having to do anything to earn whatever money they're getting from gold bar sales as well as Red Dead Online standalone sales. Therefore, it doesn't exactly benefit them financially to come forward and be honest with their community and simply just tell us that it was a good run over the past 3 years, but Red Dead Online will no longer be supported by updates, content, or any further live service. However, just like Take-Two said, they intend to keep the peer-to-peer servers up and online for the time being. So that's where we're at when it comes to Red Dead Online, heading into a cruel summer, most likely. I hope that Rockstar does save Red Dead Online and turn it around, but at the end of the day, that is entirely up to them. I think that in 2 weeks from now, we're going to find out one way or the other as to whether or not we are actually going to get a summer update in Red Dead Online, and that will depend, most likely, on that June 7th, 2022 newswire, unless they decide to put out one sooner, specifically announcing and teasing future plans for Red Dead Online, which I sincerely hope and obviously will cover. Your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding the current state of Red Dead Online, as well as whether or not you think Red Dead Online will receive a summer update, welcome below in the comments section.